Hi everyone, hope you are all good and how is everything? Hope you are all fine. Well, today I'll be doing a video on how you can set up your MT4 because I've noticed that a lot of newbies just get into Forex trading without them even knowing how to set up their MT4 so that it can prepare them ahead to trade. Because most people they just go into Forex blindly and at the end of the day they don't even know what they're doing. So I decided to just make a short video teaching the indicators I use for because there are different approach in trading. Some people use price action, which I also use, and people use indicators. So just make sure you have patience and right to the end, and watch how I'm going to be setting my MT4, so you can also learn and also set yours. So I'm using my profit account, which I just bought. That was I bought it yesterday, which was yesterday. So because you will see demo, because I'm about to pass the phase to get a live account. This is one of my accounts, so just make sure you just follow through. So now we have what we call the trade bar, the mailbox bar. That's where news used to drop. We have the economic calendar, we have the trader community, we have setting, we have journal, we have about. So this is all the symbols. This is where our profit are going to be shown. This is where our news are. This is where the HGD profits will be floating because we make money through price flotation. So this is the chart and this is the code. So now I'll be teaching you guys how to set MT4. So now you go to your settings. Now if you notice, you will notice that this is what we call advanced mode. So just click on advanced mode and let's see how it's gonna be. So you see here that not really much changing, but that advanced mode is probably when your trade is on, it's going to pop up on the screen. And so you can do something with your phone and also be seeing the price of your trade going. So you have the other sound. The other sound is when you take a trade. For example, now if you take a trade, like for example pounds dollar, and you buy the trade, it makes a funny sound like ta 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 ta. That is why, especially when you are panning up trade. Do you understand? That is when you are panning up trade. That is you are opening maximum positions. So you see that the advanced mode contains the spread, the time, data that you took the trade, and the high and low. So taking us down, you have the candlestick, you have different kind of line, you have the line type, the bar chart, candlestick and line. So that is that. Let's go to what I'm actually here to do. So period separator is actually here. So it shows us different periods of when this should be London, New York and Asian. So I actually will turn that off so that you guys don't get confused. So now let's go to how we're going to set our MT4. So now this is the major area which we have to focus on first. So some people might like that screen, but let's just make it white. So you can come here if you want color on white background, if you want green on black, if you want black on white, you can choose anyone you want. But I use custom so that I have white background. Then I use a foreground, a dark foreground. You can use anyone of your choice here, but depending on what you want. So I use a black one. So the grid, if you notice now, if I use this grid and I come near, so that is different. If you notice from you see the back is kind of thick, but I don't use that, so I'll be using my regular white. So then the bar up simply means the bullish candlestick. Let me set it. Let me assume say I'm interested in using blue for the bar up. Then for the bearish candlestick, that's for the sell. Interested in using red. Then for the bull candlestick, I still want to use the blue. Then for here I want to use the red. Then for the chart line means separator. I use black. Then for the volumes you can use red. Then for the bid price line, that is the buying price line, once you take another, let me use a color that is okay. Ask price, let's use something nice. Blue is nice. Then last price, that is the price at which price was before the price start making movements. So I'm using, you can choose anyone you want, but I'm using that dark gray color, black color. So stop levels are always on red, so I love using red. So if I click on done, you'll notice, you see what I'm saying? See that it has changed. If you don't understand this, you can start over again and watch it. So now this takes us to the indicators that we're going to use. So this is, see that the chart is empty, there's nothing in the chart. So now we're going to in chart. So sorry for the noise in the background because of one or two reasons. I do use moving average. So let me show you moving average. So I usually use two types of moving average. For example, I use the 30 days moving average, this 30 days simple day moving average. So see, come to the chart, you notice this is the 30 day moving average. Do you see it? So it measures the range of the days that price actually use for a particular day. So that is telling us that it is a sell. Do you understand? So let's go back to click on the F icon, then we add go to moving average again, we add the 50 moving average, but this time around change this method to exponential. So we change the color to, I love using purple at times, yeah, so that you know what I want to. So you see it, if you notice immediately this red moving average crosses the 50 moving average, it tells us that it was a sell, and you see it here, immediately it's sold off. These are just simple tricks that you can use that I also use to take trades and profit from the market. So then we go again, we add our RSI, which is the relative strength index. So I usually I change the period to 13 and let it be in close, because when the price close, so leave the color the way it is. Then you come here 30, 70, then I use 50. So 30 is oversold zone, this is overbought zone. So do you understand? So you have to label it. While the 50 is a period whereby the price is just floating, so you don't make any decision there. So you click on done. Do you see it? Do you see right now you can't take any trade because of price actually floating. But RSI is telling us that it's below 45. So this is telling us that it is a sell trend. You understand? So what do I add again? I use come here. I use parabolic SARS. You can pick whatever color you like, any color you like. So I use parabolic SARS, make it gold, something like this. Now go to the chart. If you notice, immediately, if you should join it together with the moving average, it surely give you information. Because you notice that once the red one crosses the purple one, you see that it was a sell, and the parabolic SARS is a dotted line, which tells us that what it is a sell. So I also make use of fractals. Where's fractals? Yeah, this is here. So fractals is mostly in let me just call it, is an oscillator that will also give us signal. So I use deep gold. Let me just use green. So you will take note of something now. Now if you notice, these are fractals here. See this arrow that are here? Sorry, fractals. Make it 3 pixel. Done. So this is it. So do you understand it? So immediately it created an arrow up. It decided to sell. These are information that I also use. So once the moving average just crosses down, it's sold. So hope you really enjoyed it, and if you do not set it up, you can start the video over again and start again. Thank you.